Almighty God have mercy on us.
The Catholic Church in the United States is itself an immigrant church populated by millions who brought their talents and faith to this country.
I come to the United States because the United States have freedom of religion.
America has given me not just economic gains, but upliftment of social status.
I was an immigrant myself, so I try to do all I can in order to help them.
Our bishops have urged us to welcome the stranger among us, for in this encounter, we meet Christ himself.
Between 1900 and 1920, we had about 3.5 million Catholic immigrants to the United States. The bishops decided very early on, we need to minister to these immigrants, and it would be easier for us to do this in a very coordinated fashion. So what they established was the Department of Immigration of the National Catholic Welfare Conference. And this department immediately began activities to assist the immigrants. 33 million individuals were displaced by World War II. Many millions of them were Catholic. And so the bishops began organizing a War Relief Council. This turned into Catholic Relief Services, and by 1965, this effort would evolve into Migration and Refugee Services of the Bishops' Conference.
Our Lady of Pompeii Church in New York has welcomed immigrants for well over a century.
When the new immigrants come here, the first thing they ask us to help them is find a job and a place to live, especially if they have kids.
Your child needs to go to parochial school? Fine, we have parochial school. You need advice, we're here to offer advice. You want to make sure your papers permit you to enter the country, we've got legal aid.
Transfiguration Church in New York's Chinatown also maintains a rich tradition of immigrant ministry.
Transfiguration Church has been called the Church of Immigrants. This church has never stopped welcoming people.
Transfiguration Church gave us a lot of help, especially when we first came to this country. Not only do they help us in our religious life, but it's also in our daily living. I'm very happy now that I'm with my wife and my son together in the United States, and we have freedom to go to Mass as a family together.
Parishes often find space and time to honor the devotions of multiple immigrant groups.
A parish might offer English language Mass at 9, and an Italian Mass at 12, and a Filipino Mass at 3, and a Spanish Mass at 7 in the evening. And so they might end up serving a number of different communities.
Here at the Our Lady of Pompeii, seeing Mother Cabrini together with the Black Nazarene and the saints of the Philippines, it feels like this is a melting pot of devotions and traditions.
While Catholic parishes across the country continue to welcome newcomers to their new communities, on the southwest U.S.-Mexican border, immigration tensions run high. Even still, the Church maintains a pastoral presence and advocates for laws that allow more legal and generous avenues for U.S. immigration.
The idea is to literally have one foot on each side of the border. The way we understand ourselves as church is really, as the word means, universal, as one. We do have the U.S. Church, we have the Mexican Church, but in the end, we're the Church.
There is no clearer teaching in our Catholic social tradition than what our response needs to be to immigrants. There is no loophole. There is no other side. There is nothing that says we can arrest these people and send them back to their misery. That's 100% against our Catholic social teaching.
Most people come because of economic necessity. A significant number come to be reunited with their families or to escape violence in their towns of origin.
We've built hundreds and hundreds of miles of fences, forcing people into the desert.
There's been a lot of focus on the fence and trying to build it or make it higher, make it stronger. You hear the expression, show me a 10-foot wall and I'll show you a 15-foot ladder.
Thousands and thousands of people have died in the desert.
It doesn't address the root causes of migration, why people leave their country of origin to migrate to another.
If there's one thing people on the left and the right can agree upon, is that our immigration system is badly broken. How to fix it is the question.
Immigrants are, by definition, people on the move, uprooted from home in search of peace, safety, and prosperity for their families. The church walks that walk with them on the journey of hope.
We don't do this because they are Catholic, we do this because we are Catholic.
The immigrants who come here, they are good people, hard worker.
I'm hoping that my son can have freedom and happiness in the United States, and I will give him good education.
They want to accomplish the American dream.
The Catholic Church offers a welcome. This is part of what Catholics do for the world.